Hey, all you guys Tesla people wanting to know about FSD. Here's a guy that's talking about he has FSD preview. So let's go to dark now so we talk about that. So basically FSD preview is what everybody has right now, except for a few people that have the FSD beta. Now, what I assume happened was I'm thinking there might be up to 5 people maybe that have the beta, and Tesla chose them as safe drivers. So I assume maybe they made sure they had their hands on the steering wheel all the time because maybe they didn't have too many warnings that they didn't have their hands on the steering wheel. But like I suspected, I think I heard this a few weeks ago, and this guy here, his name's Tesla Bruno or something like that. Chunik, Tesla Chunik, he was saying, and I knew this before, that the Teslas recently used the camera to see the speed limit sign. And in addition to the other way that they were checking the speed limit sign so they can make sure you don't drive over the speed limit. But I have some, I have a problem with what's been happening since this feature came out in 2014. Before the manual said that they're using the camera and data, meaning they use the GPS to figure out where you're at to find out the speed limit, and they're supposed to be using the camera. Now, the classic Teslas that didn't have autopilot, they should have gotten the speed limit thing on there, and to avoid speeding and avoid getting a speeding ticket, because you can always do it through software by using the GPS to find out where you're located, and then that will tell you what the speed limit is on that particular road that you're on. Now, before they were saying they're using the camera, and since the non-autopilot cars didn't have cameras, they didn't get the speed limit feature. But now they're saying that in the beginning they were using the GPS only, not the camera. So why didn't all the Teslas have that feature? So again, Tesla, you need to add the speed limit feature to all the classic Teslas with no autopilot. Now, and it's very simple to do. Waze has it now. It wasn't that good recently, but maybe it's improved a lot. Nokia here is also a free GPS you can download, but it disappeared for a while, and then I noticed it's back, so I haven't really tested it since it's been back on the Play Store, or probably also the Apple Store too. So it's just as simple as a free program, and Waze does it for free. So as far as I know, this is free data that comes from the government. So it's just a matter of writing the software to know where you're at and just to tell you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it can't be that complicated, and the CPU of the Tesla should be able to handle that. If it's handling the GPS, it should be able to handle that. And believe me, that can make a big difference. I really like Nokia here, because it will give you beeps to warn you that you're at the speed limit or like a certain amount over, and that does come in handy to save that speeding ticket. There's a lot of times that I just forget, or I 1 minute I turn on the street, I know the speed limit, but then the next minute I just totally forget about the speed limit. And it's not that I'm trying to speed. I'm just driving along like normal, and I just forget. And that's what I do also. Like that's another special technique other than using Waze or Nokia here is like if you know there's a speed camera trap on that street. Once I get on it, I pop on the cruise control at the speed I want to drive. That way, I don't forget that there's a camera, speed camera, that's gonna give me a ticket. It's happened to me before. Now, when it happened to me that time, I forgot what day it is, but I in coffee shops, wherever you see police officers, so I was talking to one that I've seen before, and I brought it up that I got a speed camera ticket because the flash flashed on me in the dark, but I never received the ticket in the mail. And he told me that in the county where I got it, they don't give out speeding tickets on like a Sunday, I think he said. So I've never really heard that one before. If anybody's heard that to be true, um, post a message and let me know. I just thought that's kind of strange. I mean, it could make a little logic. Some of the laws don't make quite sense, but Sunday's supposed to be day of rest. Maybe you're not supposed to get tickets on Sundays. I don't know. So, and so maybe that's the reason why I didn't get a ticket that one time. Uh, you know. So, uh, yeah. Unfortunately, I've only gotten one speeding ticket in my life. Um, that actually had the ticket. And yeah, unfortunately, I went to what that's Google Maps because I knew how to use it. But back then, Google Maps didn't give you a speed warning. I think it probably gives you one now, or at least it puts the speed limit up there. Um, so Google Maps can do it too. So there's no reason why Tesla can't process the speed limit on the street you're on for the classic cars that don't have autopilot. But I knew Google Waze did it at that time. I heard about it, but I had just downloaded the program, so I was driving to the beach and I didn't want to fiddle around and try to figure out how Google Waze worked while I was driving, so I immediately went to Google Maps. And yeah, it's unfortunate. I wished I knew um took the time earlier to figure out how it worked. And here's another thing for you friends. Um, my motto is being a friend, telling you get things, giving you advice. So there's some places like the counties along the way to the beach. Um, I did some research after getting the ticket, and I found out that some of these counties, the majority of their budget, say like 80 or 90% of their budget is from speeding tickets from out of towners. I think. Um, I can't remember if it was just out of towners, but my opinion would be that if you lived in that county, the police will probably just give you a warning. What they're really trying to do is fund the budget of that county. And, it's not exactly right what they're doing. I can understand why they need money because the people that live out there, I guess, in the quote country areas don't make as much money. And, yeah, I guess the county needs money to operate. So, I guess in their eyes, it's justified. Um, you know, Unfortunately, I had to come back, and there's a way you can claim. Um, it's kind of like claiming you admit to it before judgment, so it's before you go to court or something. So we came back, and it looked like we're in a court system there, but they claim it was not a court case at the moment, and and basically they were collecting money from people, several $100s, just to void out the ticket, and because they just wanted the money. Um, so unfortunately, um, we were under the understanding that the ticket said that we'll be going to court to do this. They're claiming where we're at was not really a court case, even though the room looked like a courtroom. Um, so, of course, everybody just paid the money and got out of there, so there's no points. So, unfortunately, that's everybody knows that was the best solution. So they pretty much get away with collecting money from people. And when I came there that morning, I looked at all the cars in the parking lot. It was like everybody was from out of state. So it's like, I'm pretty sure they're targeting out of state people. Just and the police officers seem to know everybody in town. So, matter of fact, he parked. He was pulling out of somebody's driveway when he saw me coming by. And unfortunately, I missed the speed limit sign. So I was speeding. Um, But when he actually caught me, I saw the next speed limit sign, and it was like half the speed of what I was going. So by the time I slowed down, he was able to still clock me over the speed limit. And so he was just sitting in somebody's driveway waiting to get me. And right after he gave me the ticket, he didn't even give me a chance to talk to him. He just gave me a ticket. And then he proceeded to drive into somebody else's driveway and talk to them, and get out of the car and talk to that homeowner. So we know everybody knows everybody in those little towns. So okay, friends. Yes. Whoever has a classic Tesla, we should be upset about this, because Tesla could be doing this for us, and it's been 6 years, over 6 years probably, and they haven't done it. And then, yeah, it's just one of those extra things, the way that Tesla kind of just screws you, um, takes advantage of you and so forth. So I wish it wasn't that way. Um, I mean, I think their stock is a good investment, so most people don't even know about it. And even if you know about it, there's not much you can do about it. So yeah, so they know they got you. So so I don't know if there's anything we can do about it. So so again, Tesla friends, please like, subscribe, share, and click on the bell. Appreciate it. Like to get monetized. Trying to let people know everything. Listen to my other videos. You can save a lot of money. You can buy Teslas at discounts, new ones. Um, so not everybody pays the same price. You can get autopilot, full self-driving for half price or even less, one maybe one third the price. So um so there's different ways. Please check into my other videos and you will see. And sorry about the long-windedness, and sorry about going to the black, but that's the easiest way for me to make these things, and it's hard for me to edit, so I just don't edit anything now. Okay, friends, please try to help me out. Like it, and tell everybody about me. Thanks. Bye.